As the war in Ukraine rages on, Ukraine is embracing cryptocurrency. And so in this video, we're going to be looking at why Ukraine has fallen in love with this new digital asset class, how this will affect Ukraine's future, and the possible effect that this might have on the larger, wider crypto ecosystem. Today's episode is sponsored by Cake Wallet, where you can send, receive, and even exchange your crypto right from within the wallet. Cake Wallet is open source and non-custodial, so you control your own private keys. Available today on iOS, macOS, Android, and Linux. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the latest episode of Enter Crypto, where every single day I keep you informed and fully up to date on all things crypto. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then like, subscribe, and click on the notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. Now, today we're going to be talking about Ukraine and the relationship between Ukraine and crypto, what benefits crypto's had and effects it's had on Ukraine. And we're also going to be talking about the donations that have been made to Ukraine via crypto. So, as always, guys, we'll just quickly read through this article and then we'll comment after. So, war-torn Ukraine embraces crypto. The war in Ukraine has accelerated the legalization of crypto within the country's financial system. On March 17th, the country officially legalized the previously unregulated crypto market, allowing for crypto exchanges to operate. The sector is proving helpful in funding the country's defense effort. Ukraine began seeking crypto donations 3 days after Russia launched its invasion, which by March 29th had amounted to more than $100 million. Although the total crypto donations lag behind those made in hard currency, crypto serves as a valuable and swift tool for donation collection. Ukraine has been actively embracing crypto for some time, and last year it ranked 4th globally for crypto adoption, and this is according to Chainalysis, a blockchain research company. The war appears to have accelerated this adoption, with the Ukrainian government strengthening the crypto sector by establishing a legal framework for its regulated operation, particularly as a means to receive donations. The government's push to regulate the crypto sector has been particularly convoluted, although mostly because of technical rather than substantive reasons. In early September 2021, the Verkhovna Rada, or the Supreme Council or Parliament, introduced a bill on virtual assets, but the President Volodymyr Zelensky vetoed it and sent it back for amendment, arguing against the envisaged provision on creating a totally new regulator for the sector. Amendments were duly made. Both the National Bank of Ukraine, the central bank, and the Securities Commission will now be providing oversight. Parliament adopted the revamped bill on February 17th, and Mr. Zelensky signed it into law on March 17th. Apart from appointing the sector's regulators and legalizing crypto trade, the new law allows Ukrainian banks to open accounts for crypto firms and supposedly provides for consumers' crypto holdings. The same legal protections as the legal tender, the Verna. And for all this to happen, however, crypto operators, that's to say exchanges and firms, local and foreign, will need to register with the regulators. Although the law has not yet, for the most part, made a practical bearing, Ukraine has been receiving substantial crypto donations from around the world for its wartime purposes. Some reports have put the total at more than $100 million as of March 29th, of which $72 million represent direct donations to Ukraine's official wallets. In terms of sources, the bulk of donations have come from individuals rather than organisations, and the government was quick to launch its crypto fundraising campaign just 3 days into the conflict. Initially, only the most popular digital tokens such as Bitcoin and Tether were accepted, but soon the receiving capacity was expanded to more than 70 different crypto assets. To achieve this, the Ministry of Digital Transformation, the main driving force behind the stateside push, partnered with the country's largest crypto asset exchange, Kuna. For all the success of the crypto fundraising campaign, the collected monies lag far behind official military aid provided to Ukraine by other countries, which are estimated to total more than $30 billion. From this perspective, crypto is on the whole unlikely to challenge traditional financial flows in fiat, at least for now. Nevertheless, cryptocurrencies emerged as a valuable channel for rapid financing, thereby strengthening Ukraine's war efforts. And I think the most important thing, most important takeaway from this, is that we've got roughly about $100 million worth of inflow in crypto, and then versus the fiat inflows of donations of $30 billion. So there's a huge difference, as this article points out. However, if this war was to include more countries, and if we were to include the US, started getting involved militarily, and the UK and the West, we might not be leaning so much on the dollar, because things might start to get more unstable. Fiat currencies that are attached to the government may become more volatile as a result. And on the whole, war is a very, very expensive effort to undertake, and that's even if you win. And as crypto is an emerging technology, it would not surprise me if the $100 billion in crypto versus the $30 billion in US dollars is, the huge gap, the huge difference between the two numbers gets smaller and smaller, and eventually, probably, will be reversed. And if we had a real world war, it does beg the question, what would we rely on? Because in World War II and World War One, gold became extremely valuable, and gold's always been valuable, but during those times the government stopped minting coins. They stopped in the US in 1933. They made it illegal for citizens to hold gold because priorities change, and things that are not necessarily valuable in peacetime become extremely valuable in war and times of unrest. And so this is an interesting article, and it does make you think. Now, that's what I have for you today, guys. As always, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notifications bell if you feel you got some value from this video, and I shall see you all tomorrow.